You want to know why you're not improving at capoeira or how can you improve faster? Come with me. I'm going to tell you my 8 tips to you so you can improve. First of all, most important, it's your responsibility. It's not your teacher, your master, your group, your country, your mom, your dad, your wife, your kids, your husband, your capoeira partner. It's you. They have to have this responsibility yourself. I want to be better. I want to improve. I want to push myself. Uh, are you not telling me my teacher is important? It's very important. Your mom, your dad, everyone is very important, but they just assist you to achieve your goals. It's not other way around. They're not gonna drag you. As long as you're a kid, they're not gonna drag you to go to class. They're not gonna force you to pay attention, or they shouldn't. They don't gonna tell you to do independent training, study at home. Okay, when you were a kid, that, but most of us learn capoeira and adults. So the first thing you need to understand, it's your responsibility, no anything else. Okay. Number two, lack of consistency. Okay, if you come 2 times this week, then you don't show up the next week, then you come one next the week after, then you don't show up for 2 weeks, then you come 3 times, it's unlikely you're gonna improve. Or you train for 3 months every day, then you don't show up for 2 months, it's unlikely you're gonna go uh, very far, or your rate of improvement will be very, very slow. Also, it's very important to maintain that consistent. Some people have twice a week. You have to build that consistent. Okay, things will happen. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes your body's in pain. But if that's your time for capoeira, you have to go. Okay. Oh, I can't go because I have an injury. Study capoeira at the time. Remember, independent training. So study a song, play berimbau, watch rodas. You can do that when you are injured or not. But if you allocate it um, 2 hours, 5 hours of your time to capoeira, you have to be consistent with that and not just have sporadic training if your objective is to improve. Talking about that, think about 10 reasons why you come to capoeira. You can pause the video if you want, or just grab a piece of paper and write down. Okay, can you put like 1 to 10 in order, the most important one and the least important one of that list, of course. Okay, don't know where you put it, but let's imagine you put make friends, lose weight, be more flexible. I hope you put it improving capoeira. Now, if number one is improving capoeira, when you go to class, you actually behaving most of the time to improve capoeira, to push yourself, to pay attention and everything, or you just go there and want to have fun at that time. Having fun is very important, and I hope your class is a fun environment. But if your objective is to improve, you have to spend most of the time pushing yourself to improve. Okay. Number three, not seeking feedback. Remember, number one, it's your responsibility. So it's you that have to ask for feedback. Everything you do in life, you have to ask for feedback. And most important is to apply the feedback. Okay. So for a lot of things about feedback, it's not another teacher has to come to you and correct you. Sometimes they have, if you see you doing something, uh, they put yourself in danger or other people. But if you want to learn something, or if you struggle, you should ask for feedback. But you have to know before you ask for feedback. It's like, I'm gonna ask for feedback. They're actually gonna apply what I'm gonna listen, or just want attention, or even sometimes worse. I see a lot. They're actually gonna debate the advice. Sometimes in class, people ask for advice, then oh no, it's because you were looking at me, so I was not doing properly. Oh no, sorry, I'm tired today. So it's very important. If you don't know what to say, just say thank you. I'm gonna be very honest with you. If you don't know what to say, just say thank you. But if you're asking for feedback and the teacher never see you actually apply, it's unlikely uh, he's gonna feel keen to give you feedback next time, because you're gonna end up giving feedback for those people that actually apply what he says. Okay, so it's very important. Ask for feedback, but before you ask, don't debate and say I'm actually gonna apply what is my teacher is saying. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, lack of focus. Okay, so especially in this day and age, we are connected with everything, with our phone, with our watch, uh, with our colleagues in class, and our problems at home, at work, family, kids. Um, it's very hard to be focused in class. Okay, you end up not being fully present. Our mind is elsewhere. But if you want to improve, we need to switch off outside the problems, not just problems, things that is happening. Not always easy, but that's 2 hours a week. We need to be fully present in capoeira and try to, if we already someone that gets distracted very easy, some people are, try not to be with people that gonna distract you as well. So trying to find those people that tend to be more focused in class. Okay, so it's very important to do your job. uh, Stop looking at the time, stop going checking your phone. If it's something, if it's something that you cannot change and people know you, something can happen. Sometimes we have things that we have to pick up the phone, but most of the times we just look at the phone for like a reason to chill or to be worried. We can't check. Sometimes we cannot change things outside, but we just check it. Oh, it's nice to know. If you cannot change, at least you focus. And if it's like something very important, and then of course check your phone. But most of the times, that's not the reason. That's we check time, phone, and other things. So focus on class and be fully present. That's a big one. Fear of failing. So it's very important. We are challenge ourselves to learn new things. Classic one, and a harder. It's very overwhelming sometimes. Everyone looking at us, singing. You done the. Let me see. You done the biggest challenge. I always say, leave the sofa for the first time and go to a capoeira class. Everything after that should be much easier. But sometimes we get stuck on those things of oh, everyone is looking at me. So we need to challenge us to play in a harder, do that move that doesn't look as nice, sing, play the instrument, be in the front of the class, so we can learn and understand why we're not doing, and learn if we cannot do it. So what was the feeling? What was my emotion? Why did I not go to the harder? To give an example, and learn with our failure. If you see that's a failure, or just a learning, or with our success. So, oh, I was struggling to go to the harder and I actually went, it felt good. So it's a success. We learn, we not just learn from our failures, we learn from both. Okay. Sometimes the failure leaves us a big emotion. That's why we remember the most. So challenge yourself all the time in class and your journey. Not setting goals. Goals give us direction on everything, give us like a destination. The goal is not the most important, the journey is, but it's important. If I want to get a belt at the end of the year, um, having that goal for myself, set by myself, not by the master, is much easier for me to go to class. I have a reason why to go to class. Okay, so the journey makes me train more. My goal, sorry, it makes me train more, be more present, see the result. And if I didn't get it, okay, I learned something, what I need to improve. I'll go to the ask for feedback and ask for feedback what I need to do to get my belt. I don't believe it's no problem. Ask what do I need to do to improve to get my belt. It's a question you should do very often. And if you got it, then you can say, okay, I done it. What do I need to do to get the next one? Of course, the belt is important, but what we learn in the process of to get a belt should be more important. Okay, so setting goals give us a direction and easier to say yes or no to things when we have a goal. Okay. Number 7, poor partner work. So that means, are we picking partners that are gonna distract us? Are we picking partners that are gonna challenge us? Are we picking the partner that are gonna give us an easy life? It's very nice in capoeira we can train with lots of people, but and especially like in big classes like the ones we have. But we choose a partner for a reason. Okay, most of the times. Okay, it's good to train with a lot of people, but why are we choosing that partner? Why don't we pick a partner that's gonna give us a little bit of hard time in the roda, in training? Uh, that's the point. Train with everyone, but most of the time, train with people that are aligned with your goals. Remember the goals we set. So my goal is to have fun. Partner with people that are there to have fun. If I just want to survive, partner with people you want to survive. If I want to improve, train with people that are there to improve. If I want to be more aggressive, train with people that like to be more aggressive. If I want to learn acrobatics, partner with people to be acrobatics. If I learn to play instruments, sing, partner with those people. So it's very important us to align our training partner with our goals. Okay, that's a big one. Comparison trap is it's we need to compare ourselves. People say comparison is bad, but we've been comparing ourselves since the beginning. The problem is when we compare ourselves and we bring us down, or we feel superior. Okay, so it's very important to, if the comparison make us train more, I believe it's a good thing. If you bring us down, or we think we're superior, then it's a bad comparison. What normally tends to happen, we try to compare our weakness with someone else's success. So I have a picture of myself. I know what the struggles I have. I know everything I do. I know my issues, my problems. So I take all of that in my success and I compare with someone else success because it's the only thing I can see. Okay, I don't know sometimes what the other person struggle. I don't know the issues. So I just take all my life and I compare with someone else success. That's the only thing we see. Okay, that's normally a bad thing. Another thing about comparison, definitely it's better compare ourselves with ourselves. As people say, compare today with yesterday. That's the best way. Not always easy, especially in capoeira, because uh, like uh, like lifting weights. To give an example, yesterday you were lifting 20 kilos. 6 months after you're lifting 25, then 30. It's very easy to see you progress and the body transformation as well. Either you can see in capoeira, but sometimes in capoeira we cannot see if the armada actually improved, if the macaco actually improved. So sometimes comparing ourselves with the past is is a bad is a bad it's not easy. Okay, so sometimes other people looking from the outside is better. So have this perspective It's not very easy to compare ourselves, and you don't fall on the trap of comparing with other people. If you have to, take that as to improve. And I think that's it. We're done. That's the 8th. I don't know if it was a long video. Leave your comments. Which one is your favorite? Let me know if you like those types of videos. Share with someone capoeira. Share with your partner. Let me know about your goals. If you have any feedback, all these things. Remember to revise what you done in class. If I had to say something, your brain, you get so much information in class, like especially if you've been training for 6 months, 1 year, 20 years, and if you don't revise after class, like sometimes like straight away, if you have a holiday or if you have games, trying to remember what you done in class when the class finish, when you go home or when you come back next week, your brain's gonna say, "Oh, that's not important. It doesn't even try to remember, so I'm just gonna delete it. Or I'm just gonna put it aside," and you kind of on that um, situation all the time. So what you feel important, trying to revise, try to remember, and your brain will pick it up. Okay. Thank you so much, and thanks for staying tuned.